Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd film a video on what I use my syns on. I thought I'd go back to a bit more of a Slimming World theme because it's been a while since I did a proper Slimming World video, and I feel like recently I've become a little bit unmotivated. I've neglected YouTube a little bit. I've neglected my Instagram. So I'm kind of hoping that if I get back into the YouTubing and the Instagramming, then that will bring my motivation back, because I mean I absolutely adore watching other people's videos on YouTube. I'm trying to think off the top of my head people I watch. Von Chock, she is brilliant, I've mentioned her before. There's loads of other people, I'll put them in the comments below for you to see who else I watch. And on Instagram, so many of you on Instagram, you are such an inspiration, you're amazing. So, and it's just, I think in the social media community, the social media Slimming World community, there is a lot of love. You don't see a whole lot of hate. It's all love, it's all support, it's all lovely. This is why I love Slimming World. So yes, so I thought I would do what I use my syns on each day. I'm going to insert pictures because it's the end of the month and I haven't been food shopping. And I haven't really got a whole lot in the house to actually show you. So I'll just insert stock pictures of what I'm talking about. So the first thing that I always use syns for, chocolate. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Lots of chocolate. But I usually buy Freddos. Everyone knows a Freddo is 5 syns. I also really like white chocolate, so I found in Iceland they're little milky bars. To look at them, they're the same size as a Freddo, but if you compare the weights, they're actually slightly smaller. So it's a 3.5 syns for these little milky bars. And another thing, 3.5 syns for the Kinder bars, the small bars. Make sure you check they say small bars on them. I'm not sure what the syns are for the medium bars, but the small ones are 3.5 and they're just a little, just kind of, oh, chocolate, done. Lovely. So yeah, so that's what I use syns for in chocolate wise. Another thing I tend to use syns for is ice creams and ice lollies. We usually tend to buy the mini ones, so like mini twisters, mini fabs, and they range between about 2 and 3 syns each. Mini Calippos. Ones we've also found that are 1 syn each, if you literally just need something now, they're called Jubblies. They're more of a children's ice lolly. We used to buy them all the time, but they're like kind of in the triangle. It's like a triangle, but it's like the top goes that way and the bottom goes that way. If you get what I mean. So twist. Yeah, they're the ones that you find on the shelves, not in the freezer, and you freeze them yourself at home. So, and they are 1 syn each, unless you get the smoothie variety, which are 2 syns each. Other ice lollies we have, or ice creams. So my favourite flavour of ice cream is mint choc chip. I love mint choc chip, but obviously an actual ice cream is a lot more syns than an ice lolly, which is more fruit based. So we tend to get these Skinny Cow mint choc chip ice lollies, which are 6 syns each, which is quite a lot still, I think, but it's very much a treat. But they are usually in the freezer. I do like to use my syns on those. Something else I like to use my syns on quite a lot is if I'm going out. I mean, my parents are massive Costa fans. They love Costa, they love a latte. I will quite often use mine on hot chocolates or things like that. I can tell you that a small white mocha with no cream from Starbucks is 5.5 syns if you're using the milk as a healthy A, the skimmed. Make sure it's a skinny white mocha. So they use skimmed milk. I did the math. I'm really sad. I looked it up. A small, so a tall hot drink in Starbucks is 354 mils. You're allowed 350 mils of skimmed milk for your healthy A. So 4 mils, I don't even know how to syn 4 mils. I just don't bother. Then you take the cream off and it's 5.5 syns for that, plus your healthy A. So that's another thing I really like to use my syns on. Another thing I have a lot of is cake. I do try to make my own Slimming World friendly cakes rather than buy cakes, because, you know, I love cake. I really do love cake. But sometimes, a lot of the time, that craving can be taken away with just like a Slimming World friendly cake. So I've got a recipe for some little Rolo muffin cupcake things, which work about 2.5 syns each. I'll put a link to the recipe below. There's also the 8 syn lemon drizzle cake, which I know I've mentioned before. I'll put the link to that below. That's amazing. Love that. It's a brilliant dessert as well. So yeah, cake. Because I find if I do the Slimming World star cakes, it's better, because even like, you know, the Mr. Kipling ones where it's like the little bars, they're like 7 syns each. That's a lot for a little tiny bit of cake. So yes, I'm really trying to think of savoury stuff. Crisps. A lot of crisps I tend to use my syns on. I go for things like the hula hoop puffs, which, oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think they're 3.5 syns each. There might be 4. I can't remember. I will probably annotate it in. But yeah, so the hula hoop puffs. If you watched my Windsor Castle video, you'll have seen the peckish little barbecue rice crackers. They're 5 syns a packet. And the same thing as syns, the little multi-packs of popcorn. The Tesco ones, where you get the sweet, the salted, and the sweet and salted. The sweet is 2.5 syns, and the other 2 bags are 3 syns each. So popcorn as well, they're quite good, and they don't look like a lot in the bag. You pull out the bag and you're like, oh, that's actually quite tiny, but actually there's quite a lot in there. You forget how light popcorn is. So yes, anything else I will quite regularly have a hi-fi bar on top of my Healthy Bee. They're just great just to have in the house. They are really nice though. That's the problem. I could happily sit and eat a whole box. I don't. But you know, quite often I will sort of have that extra hi-fi bar, that extra bit on top of my Healthy Bee. I quite often use hi-fis as my Healthy Bee anyway, because I'm kind of running out the house in the mornings, so I use those for breakfast, which is quite good. And then in the evenings sometimes I'll just go, oh, I'll just have another one. I'll just have another hi-fi bar, it'll be fine. And they're only 3 syns each. What could go wrong? Anything else I use my syns for regularly? No, don't think so. It is very much sweet stuff. Yeah. Oh, I know. Chuck shot. I always use chuck shot in. I'd put chuck shot on anything if I could. I think it's amazing. And you read the ingredients and it's literally like fruit extracts. It's fruit. It's amazing. Yeah, so it goes on everything. You could squirt a little bit on a bit of hot chocolate. You could put it over fruit. I quite often make like the banana and egg pancakes, where you just mash a banana, a couple of eggs, whisk it up, make pancakes. Choc shot's amazing. And I also use the fruit syrups from the same range as well, because sometimes if I want to sweeten something but not have that sweetness, saccharine aftertaste, I'll use those instead, because they're 1/2 syn per teaspoon or 2.5 syns per tablespoon. So yes, so that's another thing I will use them for. So yes, that's the things I regularly use my syns for. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're liking these videos, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I will do more. The more subscribers I have, the more encouraged I'll be. I'll do lots more videos. And also, if you want to write in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but I will read all the comments, and yeah, so I shall stop rambling and I shall see you all soon. Bye.